In contemporary society, the relationship between individuals and food transcends mere sustenance, extending into complex emotional, psychological, and cultural dimensions. While for many, eating represents a source of pleasure and nourishment, for others, it can manifest as a battleground fraught with anxiety, guilt, and obsession. This intricate interplay between individuals and their consumption habits often gives rise to what is clinically recognized as disordered eating. By fostering open dialogue and promoting understanding, we can create a supportive environment where individuals feel empowered to seek help and embark on a journey towards healing and recovery. Common examples of disordered eating include: Number 1. Frequent dieting. It entails repeatedly engaging in restrictive eating patterns or following various diets to control weight or attain specific body ideals. This behavior often leads to a cycle of restriction and overeating, impacting metabolism, causing nutritional deficiencies, and contributing to psychological distress such as increased stress, anxiety, and obsessive thoughts about food and body image. Moreover, frequent dieting can escalate into disordered eating patterns or eating disorders, impair social interactions, and prove unsustainable in the long term, fostering feelings of failure and frustration. Number 2. Skipping meals or meal components. This involves regularly omitting entire meals or specific food groups from one's diet, often as a strategy for weight control or dietary restriction. This behavior can disrupt the body's natural hunger and fullness cues, leading to erratic eating patterns and potential nutritional deficiencies. Skipping meals, such as breakfast or lunch, may result in decreased energy levels, poor concentration, and overeating later in the day. Additionally, omitting essential food groups, such as carbohydrates, fats, or proteins, can deprive the body of essential nutrients, potentially leading to imbalances and health issues over time. Moreover, skipping meals or meal components can contribute to a negative relationship with food, reinforcing restrictive eating habits and increasing the risk of disordered eating behaviors. Number 3. Obsessive calorie counting or food tracking. It involves meticulously monitoring and recording food intake, often with a focus on calorie consumption, to the point of obsession. This behavior can lead to heightened anxiety and preoccupation with food, as individuals meticulously track every morsel consumed throughout the day. While food tracking can be a useful tool for some individuals seeking to manage their weight or improve their dietary habits, obsessive calorie counting can have detrimental effects on mental and emotional well-being. It can foster an unhealthy relationship with food, promoting feelings of guilt, shame, and anxiety surrounding eating. Moreover, excessive focus on calorie counting may overshadow other important aspects of nutrition, such as food quality, nutrient density, and overall dietary balance. Number 4. Food avoidance. Food avoidance involves the deliberate avoidance or restriction of specific foods or food groups from one's diet due to various reasons, including fear of weight gain, concerns about health, or adherence to dietary trends. This behavior can manifest as avoiding certain foods perceived as unhealthy or fattening, such as high-fat foods, carbohydrates, or processed foods, and may extend to entire food groups such as dairy, gluten, or animal products. While food avoidance may be motivated by a desire to improve health or manage weight, it can have negative consequences on nutritional intake and overall well-being. Restricting certain foods or food groups can lead to nutritional deficiencies, as these foods often provide essential nutrients necessary for optimal health. Moreover, food avoidance can contribute to a restrictive eating pattern, increase feelings of deprivation, and promote an unhealthy relationship with food. Number 5. Binge eating. Binge eating involves consuming large amounts of food within a short period while experiencing a sense of loss of control over eating behavior. This behavior is often characterized by eating rapidly, eating until uncomfortably full, and consuming large quantities of food even when not physically hungry. Binge eating episodes are typically accompanied by feelings of guilt, shame, or distress following the episode. Binge eating can occur as a response to various emotional triggers such as stress, boredom, or negative emotions, and may serve as a coping mechanism to alleviate emotional discomfort temporarily. While occasional overeating is common and may not necessarily indicate a binge eating disorder, frequent and recurrent binge eating episodes can have significant physical and emotional consequences. Number 6. Compensatory behaviors. These are actions individuals engage in, following episodes of overeating or binge eating to compensate for consumed calories or alleviate guilt or discomfort. These behaviors include self-induced vomiting, misuse of laxatives, diuretics, or enemas, excessive exercise, fasting or restriction, and restrictive eating patterns. Compensatory behaviors can lead to serious physical and psychological consequences, including electrolyte imbalances, dehydration, gastrointestinal issues, muscle strain, and psychological distress. Number 7. Preoccupation with body weight and shape. This involves an excessive and persistent focus on one's appearance, particularly regarding weight, body size, and physical features. This preoccupation often leads to negative thoughts and emotions related to body image, such as dissatisfaction, shame, and anxiety. Individuals may constantly compare themselves to unrealistic ideals promoted by society, media, or peers, leading to feelings of inadequacy and low self-esteem. Preoccupation can also manifest in behaviors aimed at altering or controlling one's weight and body shape, such as strict dieting, excessive exercise, or engaging in disordered eating patterns. This fixation on body image can significantly impact mental health, impairing daily functioning and contributing to the development or exacerbation of eating disorders, depression, and anxiety. Number 8. Feelings of guilt or shame surrounding food. These are common experiences for individuals who struggle with disordered eating patterns or negative body image. These emotions often arise from perceived unhealthy or forbidden food choices, overeating episodes, or perceived failures to adhere to dietary rules or weight loss goals. Individuals may internalize societal messages, equating certain foods with moral values or self-worth, leading to feelings of guilt or shame when consuming these foods. Additionally, individuals may experience shame related to their body size or shape, which can be exacerbated by societal stigma and unrealistic beauty standards. These feelings of guilt or shame can contribute to a cycle of disordered eating behaviors, including restriction, binge eating, or emotional eating, as individuals attempt to cope with or avoid these uncomfortable emotions. Number 9. Rigid food rules. These refer to strict guidelines or restrictions individuals impose on themselves regarding what, when, and how much they can eat. These rules are often driven by a desire to control weight, adhere to dietary beliefs, or achieve certain health goals. Common examples include avoiding specific food groups, for example carbs, only eating at certain times of the day, for example intermittent fasting, or strictly limiting portion sizes. While these rules may initially provide a sense of structure and control, they can quickly become restrictive and unsustainable, leading to feelings of deprivation, anxiety, and guilt surrounding food choices. Rigid food rules can also disrupt normal eating patterns, impair intuitive eating cues, and contribute to disordered eating behaviors. Over time, these rules may worsen one's relationship with food, undermine overall well-being, and increase the risk of developing eating disorders. Number 10. Emotional eating. This refers to using food as a coping mechanism to manage difficult emotions, such as stress, anxiety, boredom, sadness, or loneliness, rather than eating in response to physical hunger. Individuals who engage in emotional eating often turn to food for comfort or distraction from uncomfortable feelings, seeking temporary relief from emotional distress. Common triggers for emotional eating may include stressful situations, relationship conflicts, work pressure, or personal challenges. Emotional eating can lead to consuming large quantities of food, often high in calories and comfort-inducing qualities, and may involve eating mindlessly or in a frenzied manner. While emotional eating can provide short-term comfort, it often leads to feelings of guilt, shame, or regret afterward, perpetuating a cycle of emotional distress and reliance on food for emotional regulation. Dealing with disordered eating can be incredibly challenging, but it's also incredibly important for your overall health and well-being. Here are some steps you can take to start addressing and managing disordered eating. Acknowledging the problem of disordered eating involves accepting that you're struggling with unhealthy patterns around food, body image, or exercise. It's about recognizing that your relationship with food may be causing distress, impacting your physical and emotional well-being. This acknowledgement is the first step towards seeking help and making positive changes in your life. It's essential to be honest with yourself and to understand that you deserve support and compassion as you work towards recovery. Take the time to research reliable sources of information such as reputable websites, books, or articles written by experts in the field of eating disorders. Learn about the different types of disordered eating, including anorexia nervosa, bulimia nervosa, binge eating disorder, and others, as well as their symptoms, risk factors, and treatment options. Understanding the psychological, cultural, and societal factors that contribute to disordered eating can help you gain insight into your own experiences and develop strategies for recovery. Remember that knowledge is power, and the more you educate yourself about disordered eating, the better equipped you'll be to navigate your journey towards healing and recovery. Building a support system is essential for coping with disordered eating. Start by confiding in trusted friends or family members who can offer understanding, encouragement, and a listening ear. Consider joining support groups, either in person or online, where you can connect with others who are going through similar experience. These groups can provide valuable empathy, validation, and practical advice. Practicing self-compassion is crucial when dealing with disordered eating. Instead of being harsh on yourself, cultivate a mindset of kindness, understanding, and acceptance towards yourself. Treat yourself with the same compassion and empathy you would offer to a loved one facing similar challenges. This means acknowledging that struggling with disordered eating is difficult and that setbacks are a natural part of the recovery process. Be patient with yourself, celebrate your progress, and forgive yourself for any setbacks or perceived failures along the way. Remember that you are worthy of love, care, and compassion, regardless of your struggles with food or body image. Engage in self-care activities that nourish your mind, body, and spirit, such as mindfulness, meditation, spending time in nature, or engaging in hobbies you enjoy. By practicing self-compassion, you can cultivate a more positive and supportive relationship with yourself, which is essential for healing and recovery. Establishing healthy habits is essential for overcoming disordered eating and promoting overall well-being. Focus on nourishing your body with balanced meals that include a variety of nutrient-rich foods such as fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, whole grains, and healthy fats. Aim for regular, consistent meal times to help stabilize your eating patterns and prevent extremes of hunger or fullness. Avoid restrictive diets or labeling foods as good or bad, and instead strive for moderation and flexibility in your eating habits. Incorporate enjoyable physical activities into your routine that you genuinely enjoy and that make you feel good, rather than viewing exercise to compensate for eating. Prioritize adequate sleep, stress management techniques, and self-care activities to support your overall health and well-being. Remember that establishing healthy habits is a gradual process, so be patient with yourself and celebrate small victories along the way. If you're struggling to develop healthy habits, consider seeking support from a healthcare professional or therapist who can provide guidance and encouragement tailored to your needs. Challenging negative thoughts surrounding food, body image, and self-worth is essential for overcoming disordered eating. Begin by identifying and questioning the validity of these thoughts, considering evidence that contradicts them and reframing them with more balanced and compassionate alternatives. Treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding you would offer to a friend, and recognize that holding onto negative beliefs only perpetuates feelings of shame and guilt. By actively challenging negative thoughts and cultivating a more positive and realistic mindset, you can gradually shift towards healthier perspectives and behaviors, promoting your overall well-being and recovery from disordered eating. Exploring alternative coping strategies is crucial for managing emotions and stress without relying on disordered eating behaviors. Start by identifying triggers that lead to negative feelings or urges to engage in unhealthy eating habits. Then experiment with different techniques to address these triggers in healthier ways. This could include practicing mindfulness and deep breathing exercises to reduce anxiety, journaling to process emotions, engaging in creative activities or hobbies to distract yourself, or reaching out to a supportive friend or therapist for guidance and encouragement. Additionally, prioritize self-care activities that promote relaxation and well-being, such as taking a warm bath, going for a walk in nature, or listening to calming music. By building a toolbox of alternative coping strategies, you can develop healthier ways to manage emotions and navigate challenges without resorting to disordered eating behaviors. Setting realistic goals is also crucial when overcoming disordered eating. Start by reflecting on what you hope to achieve in your recovery journey, whether it's developing a healthier relationship with food, improving body image, or managing emotions more effectively. Break down these broader goals into smaller, achievable steps that you can work towards gradually. For example, if your goal is to incorporate more balanced meals into your diet, start by adding one nutritious meal per day and gradually increase from there. Be specific about what you want to accomplish and set measurable targets to track your progress. It's important to be flexible and patient with yourself, understanding that setbacks are a natural part of the process. Celebrate your successes along the way, no matter how small, and adjust your goals as needed to stay aligned with your evolving needs and circumstances. By setting realistic goals and taking consistent steps towards them, you can make meaningful progress towards recovery from disordered eating. Last but not least, stay committed to recovery. Staying committed to recovery from disordered eating requires dedication, perseverance, and self-compassion. Remind yourself regularly of your reasons for wanting to heal and the positive changes you've experienced along the way. Surround yourself with supportive individuals who understand and encourage your journey. Develop a strong support network, including therapists, support groups, and loved ones who can provide guidance and encouragement during challenging times. Be patient with yourself and acknowledge that recovery is a process with ups and downs. Focus on progress rather than perfection, and celebrate each step forward, no matter how small. Practice self-care, prioritize your mental and physical health, and lean on your support system when needed. Remember that you are deserving of a happy, healthy life, and staying committed to your recovery journey is a powerful act of self-love and resilience. Recovery from disordered eating is a journey fraught with challenges, but it is a journey that is worth undertaking. It requires courage, patience, and unwavering support from both individuals and communities. You may also seek out professional support from therapists, counselors, or dietitians who specialize in eating disorders. They can offer personalized guidance, therapy, and nutritional advice to help you navigate your journey towards recovery. Together, let us work towards a future where everyone can nourish their bodies, minds, and spirits with compassion, understanding, and resilience. Thanks for watching, and remember to hit the subscribe button for more educative content.